Today I'm going to show you how to make the most delicious homemade bread that's crispy on the outside, soft and light on the inside, and you only need 5 ingredients and just 10 minutes of your time. Check out this crisp. To start off, we need a mixing bowl and some scales, and we're going to weigh out 450 grams or 3 cups of high protein flour. Now this could be bread flour or it might be called strong flour in your country. Give that a good whisk to remove any lumps, and then next we're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of cooking salt such as sea salt or kosher salt. We don't want to use table salt as it will be too fine and overpowering for this recipe. Then add 1.5 teaspoons of fast action or any type of instant yeast, and then 1.5 teaspoons of granulated sugar, and give that a good whisk to make sure that all of the ingredients are fully incorporated. And now we're going to make a small well in the flour and slowly add in 400 milliliters or 1.5 cups of warm water. Now keep mixing until you have a sticky consistency like this, and we want to make sure that it's not too runny or too dry. If you're finding that it's too runny, add in a small amount of flour, or if it's too dry, add in a small amount of water at a time until you have the correct texture. Now cover with a tea towel, and we're going to leave it at room temperature to let it proof for around 2 to 3 hours, or until it's doubled in size. These times will depend on the temperature of the room, so just make sure it looks like this before you go on to the next steps. Using 2 forks, we're going to start releasing the dough from the sides of the bowl so that we can handle the dough easily, and then next we're going to drizzle on some olive oil over the top and fold the dough in roughly 4 times. Next, we're going to need a loaf tin. If you don't have a loaf tin, you can use any oven-proof dish such as a glass bowl, but please do make sure it's oven-proof before using, a baking tin or whatever you'd like. Then grab a stick of butter and start buttering your tin, making sure that you get all of the corners, the sides and the base. And now we're going to transfer the dough into the tin and just start pushing the dough into the side to make sure that it's an even layer. Now let it proof uncovered for around an hour or until it's reached the top of the tin. Again, these times will depend on the environment. And then once your dough has fully risen like this, set your oven to 190 degrees Celsius or 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and these temperatures are for fan oven. Place your dough on the middle shelf and cook for 25 to 35 minutes, keeping an eye on it as we don't want it burning. Once your bread is a beautiful golden brown, we want to let it rest for 10 to 15 minutes. Now I know how tempting it is to dig in right away and grab the butter, but it will still be warm after 10 to 15 minutes, I promise. And now we've let the bread rest, we are ready to slice into it and dig in. I hope you enjoy making this recipe. It is honestly one of my favourite no-knead breads. Please hit that subscribe button and notification to see more easy baking recipes. And then that's it.